Today I thought I'd quickly talk you over the Lone Rider crash bar bags. Now I do have these fitted onto the 1250 GSA. I've had them on for a couple of weeks now. Now the bags themselves aren't cheap. Let's get out of the way. £120 for the pair. As we know though, with Lone Rider, yeah, their stuff is a little bit more expensive, but you can tell where it comes from, like why the items, whether it be the bags, back box, the side panniers, whatever it may be, like why they're more expensive. Because the durability, the look, the R&D that goes into them, I just get it. Like sometimes, if it's worth buying, it's worth spending the money on. You know, the whole saying, if you buy cheap, you buy twice. It's there for a reason. Now, let me just take out what I've got inside. Those that you know, 1250 has hot start issues, so I always carry a jumper with me. Anyway, the bag itself. Now, it took me a little bit of time to work out kind of how to install it, because it's not just as simple as you may thought. I mean, it is simple if you know how. Now, the installations, or the installation guide I've just found online, it literally just shows you the strap and then it kind of on the bike, which isn't very helpful. So let me just undo all my hard work. And now the bag itself, there's 3 main mounting points. You've got one on the far right, this loop in the middle, and again, one on the far left. The 2 bits on the outer edges are the simple parts. They're just going to loop onto the nearest bit of crash bar you can find. It's the back part that's a little bit funny. So the back part has this kind of hood, I suppose, and that is what's going to like latch over the top of the crash bars. In a nutshell, it goes like that. Left hand loop is literally going to go onto this bit here. Right hand loop is going to go this part down here. And the bottom center strap, we're going to loop it back around this part of the bar and come out here. Now I'll show you this one-handed. Now I'll show you this now, because trying to film this and do it with both hands, it's not easy. Come with me, little one. Loop the right hand side first. This holds it onto the bike for us. So then we can get into the fiddly part. And so, yeah, so that hood loops over this top part of the bar. Now, I found it easiest by pushing all the material to the right and looping it now. And now, as we make it tighter, wraps around the back of that bar. Now we can then pull the material out. And now we just loop that top left hand one. And that's it. Like I said, once you've shown how, it makes sense. But at the start, I just couldn't work out how my fiddly little fingers were going to get around it. Unless someone nicks it, it ain't going nowhere. As you saw, it does come with both of them its own waterproof dry bag. Very handy. But the bag itself is also waterproof. So if you don't want to put the stuff in the dry bag, you don't necessarily have to, but it's just another added layer of protection against the elements. Okay, so looking at the bag itself, like I said about it being waterproof, the outside is made of Cordura Ballistic or 1000D fabric construction. And then as you look at the zipper, you can tell there is some form of waterproofness. So actually they're AquaGuard water repellent zippers. We've got storm flaps protecting the exposed zippers from direct or driving rain. And then when you look at the inside as well, there is another kind of little mesh pouch. So you could put smaller items in there and then anything big. I'll show you the main bit. Now for me, I've got the large 57 litre back box. I do have the side panniers. I've got the little bags at the front. I've got these. I've actually been sent some more smaller bags to put onto the panniers as well. I like to have the functionality of being able to put stuff on, take stuff off, like adapt the accessories that I've got, use. Doesn't have to be all of them used at the same time. Like I said, like now I've just got the back box and no side bags. I like things that make my life easier, and that's where these come in. Like I said, I've got the jumper in the waterproof bag down there. That's just going to stay in there. Now, yes, it can be nicked. This bag can be nicked. I mean, hell, they're more likely to steal the bike than the bag. But the way I see it is if someone wants to steal it, they're going to steal it. I don't take this to work. I don't park it in places where I'm not usually Looking at it, on the right hand side, I've got my waterproofs. Again, in the waterproof bag, I've got my top and bottoms in there. And they'll just stay there. So it doesn't matter if I've got the back box, if I've got the side bags, or I've got nothing, none of it. I've got the essentials that I need with me, but I haven't had to think about it. But as you can imagine, with all the different camera gear and equipment and batteries and tripods, yada yada, sometimes my brain isn't thinking about what I might need for the ride. Have I got the power bank? Have I got my waterproofs? It doesn't matter. It's on the bike. It's there. It's just the ease of use of having stuff like this on the bike. And that for me is the best part about these bags, especially a bike like this with all the racking and all the bits you can just shove on in different places. And also, I think it looks good. Don't really care what you say. So this bag says 8 litres. When you put it in, there is still actually quite a lot of space in there to be able to fit other stuff. If you do want to grab yourself some of these bags, I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's not affiliate, it's just their website. I hope you found it useful, hope you enjoyed it. I'll do some more of these kind of quick videos, especially around the other lowrider bags I've got, when I start putting them onto the bike. Well, nothing I say, but thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.